Hello there, people. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Us or Ask Me Anything. Yep. I am Tawan.
I'm Ramon.
And let us proceed. Mr. EDtoocool.
Too cool for school.
Too cool for my shoes. He says, I have a 360 and a PS3 currently, and was wondering what exactly makes one online service better than the other pertaining to Xbox Live or PSN, or even better yet, what is the major difference of the two? So he goes on to mention things as security, so on and so forth. That's the basis of his question as well. Security. First of all, is I'm going to focus on that first. The 360 has the Xbox Live service. The Xbox Live service has yet to been hacked. No.
Hacked? No. I don't think they've ever been hacked.
They haven't been hacked, and I hate using the word hack because it's so archaic. They haven't been infiltrated. Now, remember, I'm talking about security. They haven't been infiltrated. PSN has. So, when you're talking about security features and keeping people out of things and from seeing things that they should not be seeing, and or downloading or uploading whatever it is that can be considered mal. Well, you get what you pay for. All right. I personally feel like Xbox Live service is a service that I should be paying for. It's a gold package, runs you $59.
Yeah,
$60 for the year. And it is a no compromise because I don't concern myself with people hacking, people doing all types of buffoonery to my account, the service going down. I don't think Xbox Live has ever gone down.
It has,
but when did it go down? Like for a day?
Nah,
hours?
Not even, maybe a few hours at a time.
Right. PSN goes down for days.
Yeah,
all right.
It does.
So, I mean, again, when you pay for a service, that you get those type of returns. You get the assurance that, look, I'm not going to go down for days. I'm not going to get hacked, so on and so forth.
Right.
Now, on the other hand, with PSN, you get a decent service with and it's no cost, at a no cost. So
it's a cost now if you got a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I mean, but it had to be, because you can't have your service going down on PS4.
Well, I don't think the cost is for that. Because it still goes down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, back to the security thing, I don't think Sony's doing a bad job with security.
Really?
I just think Microsoft is just battle tested for these type of things. Period. Yeah. Like, if anyone knows security, it's Microsoft. Mm-hmm. Like, they've been through this time and time again with Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Vista,
Windows Millennium.
You know what I mean? Like, they know what needs to be done here. And when you're talking cloud or these services that are ran on servers, data centers, and farms, not a lot of people give credit to Microsoft because they just don't know. Right? You think Google when you think of that type of thing. You think Amazon, but you don't think of Microsoft. It's crazy. Like, you'll even think iCloud. Meanwhile, Microsoft hosts Apple's iCloud through Azure. Yes, and Azure is the same thing that now hosts Xbox Live. So, like, this is proven technology. It's not so much that Sony's doing a bad job. It's just one person's doing a better job. You know what I mean? And Sony, their arrogance usually lands them in this, I don't know, this shootout with these hackers, these script kiddies that just don't like Sony for whatever reason.
It's like they're not saying that they're in love with Microsoft, but they like their guns are pointed at Sony so bad. Like they don't even go after Nintendo. It's
it's just Sony they want. But it goes back so far. Like when the first Xbox was introduced, right? Mm-hmm. And Snow's been talking about this for a long time. That even since the days of Dreamcast.
Shout out Snow, by the way.
Yeah, Dreamcast had like online capabilities.
Yes, it did.
Even the NFL 2K was when it made its first debut. You could play online on the Dreamcast,
which was an Xbox function. By the way, it was ported over to the Xbox.
But it was using the modem, or if you had DSL at the time.
Right.
But nonetheless, the Dreamcast was, in many regards, the original Xbox. That thing ran on Windows CE.
Right.
Which is what we had on our phones, Windows Mobile, Pocket PC. Right? And that was really the groundwork for the original Xbox. So a lot of that infrastructure came over.
Right.
Because it was Microsoft behind that project. And when they came over, a part of the aspirations were to bring online gaming connectivity to the console. Mm-hmm. And Sony famously said, no, console gamers don't want to play online. If you want to play online games, you get a PC. That was their rebuttal to this great innovative feature that Microsoft had. Like, no one wants to do that. And then Xbox Live took off. It was a thing. Yeah. And then Sony showed up on the PlayStation 2 with whatever version that was. That still wasn't as good. And then it turned into the PSN. So the thing was, their arrogance left them a step behind. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to get beat to the market, but don't bash it and then turn around and do the exact same thing. And then you can't even do it as well. And then it's going down I don't understand. Sony, I want to say their experience is not in this field, right? So you'll notice things like an Xbox Live update. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason going on. They'll let you know, okay, Xbox Live will be down from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a 3-hour window.
Right.
When Sony does the same thing, no, it's down from Monday to Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, what could you possibly be doing? Like, it's like Apple with their site. Every time a new Apple product comes out, they take the entire site offline. Like, what? How do you have this thing architected in the back end that you have to completely pull it down to change one thing? There's no componentizes things. Jesus Christ, it's so annoying.
Yeah, that's why Sony is Apple's love child, or Apple is Sony's love child.
So I don't think one is better than the other. Like, for instance, Sony does the way Sony competes. It may not be stability wise or reliability, but they compete with that PSN. What is it? The PSN Plus, where they give like a shit ton of games for free. That's dope.
Yeah, that's a great cover up story for a subpar service.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah. And the gamers are fine because they don't know what their expectations should be.
Right. I mean,
they can fuck you over. They can steal your credit card information.
Right.
But here's a free game. You're happy with that. That's a lot of what goes on over there.
Look, it's the gaming console for gamers by gamers.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Right. Listen, we're not anti-Sony. We're just anti-buffoonery. And I think that's what that all translates into. Listen, and again, as I stated in a previous video, say what you want. The Xbox Live service is a by far better service than PSN, regardless of what you get for free.
Yeah,
okay?
No, I agree.
Security wise, update wise, listen, we have gotten multiple updates to do randomness, some of which I have no clue as of yet because I haven't been on
a big deal for me too.
Exactly,
it's a big deal to somebody. They're listening,
right? So now. But how many updates were there to PSN?
Maybe like 3 or 4.
3? And how many
like
were?
4 major ones.
4 major ones. And we must have gotten about 8 updates since the device came out.
I don't really like to compare the two. What I will say though,
I like to compare, sir. Sir, bring the guns, because my gun is bigger than yours. I'm sorry, Xbox. I'm sorry, Snow. We love you, but yeah. Xbox.
I mean, why I say Xbox ultimately, Xbox Live is a better service is, like, from the get-go, Microsoft they decided that cloud infrastructure would be a huge part of this generation. And rightfully so, because the hardware was underpowered.
Right.
Compared to the PlayStation, so they got to make that up somehow. So there's something like 600,000 Xbox Live servers, some craziness like that. And like, what does that mean in real life? Like, if you, for instance, the audio quality. You know, people complain about the proprietary mics that we use on the Xbox to plug into the controller. But when you're talking to someone over Xbox Live now, on the Xbox One, the sound is incredible. Like,
yes,
these are the little things that matters. Like, I'm going to be gaming for 8 hours at a time. I'm going to be communicating. At least sound. Give me a nice, rich sound. You know what I mean? Versus when you listen to something on the PSN now, it's much more hollow. It sounds like they're over like a shitty Skype connection. You know, these type of things. But it's no real... I don't think one is better than the other. They both have their ups and downs. One is definitely more reliable than the other. And I guess you could say one is more safe than the other. Whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it's part of the fanboy war that I refuse to get into anymore.
Sir, let the fanboy wars begin again and again and again.
I want no part of that stupid shit, man.
Because I know why. Because you and ignorant gamers, it's I believe you have deleted a few people due to that buffoonery.
Oh man.
But hey, it's what he said, man. It's what he said. No, real talk. I have my preference. My preference is Xbox Live. PSN is to me the alternative. It is an alternative that I will not be indulging in.
I tell you what, PSN looks so much better if you start looking at like Nintendo shit.
Yeah, but that's a horrible comparison. You know?
No, that's just to my point that PSN isn't particularly bad.
Yeah, particularly
it's just not as good.
It gets worse. Yes, you know. I mean, there is always a worse scenario.
I mean, you know, there's Ferraris and there's BMWs, but they're still both. You know.
Yeah, well, Xbox will be the green Ferrari, and PSN will be the blue BMW.
You know.
But look. We could sit here and talk forever. I'm not. He's not. Let us know again what you think. I hope we answered your question in this lengthy video. I knew it was going to be lengthy.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject. Leave your comments below. Leave your questions below. We'll answer them in the next video. Upcoming videos.
Yeah. Be gone, PlayStation.
My name is Ramon.
And I am Tawan.
We're out of here.
Peace.